Welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So it's cold and blustery outside and I've gotten a little bit of rain, and so we're in the mood for soup. And I'm going to utilize some fresh veg out of the garden and stuff that we already have in the refrigerator. So I'm going to make a creamy kale and mushroom soup. I certainly hope you stay along for this one because it's absolutely fantastic. So let's go get this soup on. Come on, you guys. So I'm going to go over the ingredients list with you, or what I've got to start with. The main components of this soup is about a half of a very large onion that I chopped up. I've got 4 cloves of garlic here. You know, I want at least 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, and traditionally I use fresh for everything if I can. I've got these beautiful cremini mushrooms. I've got kale that I picked out of my garden, and there's 2 different kinds. I have a couple leaves here of kale I had left in the refrigerator, but I've got this kale here that's got kind of a thick leaf on it, and then this dinosaur kale, which is just beautiful. So I'm going to get those all ready. I just washed those. I have 1 link of a smoked chicken sausage, and I thought, you know, that would be good in here. It's low fat, but it'll add a lot of flavor. So what we're going to do is get our onions and mushrooms and garlic all sauteed down. I'm going to prep the rest of these vegetables and we'll get going. So I've got my Dutch oven heating up. I've got about 2 tablespoons of olive oil down here in the Dutch oven. And I'm going to go ahead and saute my vegetables because it's going to add a layer of flavor that I don't think we're going to get it any other way. So I'm going to start with my onions, and as soon as they become translucent, then I'll add my mushrooms and garlic. I don't want my garlic to turn bitter on me. If it overcooks, that can happen. I'm also going to add my sausages down in there. They're going to release a little bit of their fat, but like I said, they're low fat to begin with. Chicken sausage, so no worries. I can't wait. I've been waiting for a cold day to have a soup day, and today is it. I mean, I can have soup for lunches. I'm going to put a little bit of Himalayan pink salt down to help these sweat a little bit, and some fresh cracked black pepper. I need to fill my pepper grinder. You know, a teaspoon or so. I love pepper in a cream soup, and I don't mind having the black specks in it at all. And this is going to be my splurge for Weight Watchers for the week. I'm going to have this soup, and I'll try to figure out what the points are before I'm done. I know the sausage is, you're only going to get a couple of pieces in your bowl of soup, so that's not going to be a huge deal. The veggies are nothing, so I'm really going to be counting the half and half, the cream part of it, I should say. So my onions are already translucent, and I can put down my mushrooms and garlic. I'm going to go ahead, get these mushrooms down. I love cremini mushrooms. And scrape my garlic off. Right there. We're just going to let this... Alright, so I've got my vegetables, and everything has just really come together here. The sausage, it smells really good. Got a little brown on the sausage even in some spots. So I'm going to take a little bit of water and deglaze the pan. Just a little bit, just to steam up any brown bits I've got on the bottom. All that fond that's on the bottom of your pan is what makes this soup so fantastic. And it smells great in here already. It smells very earthy. And we haven't even put the kale in yet. I love kale in soup. So I'm taking the middle stems off the kale while this is going. And okay, and you can kind of feel whether the bottom of your pan is smoothed out or not, and that you've got all the brown bits up off the bottom. And I'm going to be making chicken stock, but I'm going to add a quart of water. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a fair amount of chicken base. It's a reduced sodium chicken base, and it just makes for a really nice, easy way to have a almost homemade stock taste. So a good, healthy tablespoon of that in there. And it'll dissolve in the water. Go ahead and wash my knife off a little bit. Okay, so now I've got a good simmer on this. I want to go ahead and put my kale in. I think it's time. I've got all of my leaves, and I just did a little chop on them. They're going to break down. Kale holds up so well for soups and stews. I just love it. And none of it goes to waste because the chickens love it too. So if I have excess or I can't use it fast enough, I make sure that they get some. So I have a lot of kale planted this year for me and the girls. It's one of those vegetables that is so very good for you. You should be eating kale for your hair and your skin. It's full of antioxidants. It's absolutely fabulous for you to eat. And I eat kale at least 1 to 2 times a week. I wish I could get it in absolutely every day. But we're working on it. So I've got my kale down, and it takes a while. Kale is pretty hardy. It's not like spinach where it's going to be done in 10 minutes. I'm going to let this go ahead and simmer for about 40 minutes. And I just decided I want a little extra spice in here. And so I've got one of my good friends over at Tango Spice Company, Joe. I'm going to use Roma's Burning. Because it's kind of got that Italian feel. So why not? Get some spice in your life. We're going to put down about a tablespoon of Roma's Burning, and I love, love, love this. It's almost gone. I'm going to have to order some more. So I'm going to take one little sip for seasoning, even though Roma's Burning hasn't had a whole lot of time, but I want to make sure I've got enough seasoning right now. Oh, wow. That's perfect. I love that seasoning. So I will leave a link in the description box below to Tango Spice Company's website, where you can go order your own Roma's Burning and any of the other spices that he has. He's got some great ones. I think I have them all, and I love them. So that being said, I'll bring you back in 40 minutes when we finish this soup. So my soup has been just simmering away now for about 45 minutes. It's perfect. And you can tell the kale gets very soft and kind of changes to a more of a like an army green instead of a bright green. And even the lighter kale ends up the same color. So right now I'm going to go ahead, and this is the creamy part, I'm going to add in about a half a cup of half and half. And we're just going to let that come up to temperature. And then we're going to go ahead and thicken it just a little bit with some half and half and flour. Or you could use potato flakes if you wanted to do that. This is great with potatoes in it as well. All right, so I've got this back up to temperature. You don't want it to boil, or your half and half, or if you use heavy cream, that's delicious too. It could break, and you don't want that. So I've made a slurry of whole wheat flour and half, and it's about 3 tablespoons of whole wheat flour. And like I said, if you wanted to be gluten-free, use potato flakes or mashed potatoes and just let it thicken it. We want it a little bit thicker. It just gives it a richer feel. And, oh, doesn't that look fantastic? Super excited. It's going to be very comforting, very warming. So look at this beautiful bowl of soup. And this is about a cup of soup. And I've got a couple pieces of the chicken sausage, which even if I ate 2 ounces of it, it's really low in points. And I'm going to count this soup as 4 points, just to be on the safe side, counting the cream and the sausage, and we'll give it a bite. I did cut up some fresh chives out of the garden as well, just to garnish it, add a little bright green. I love that sausage. It's good. And now what I've been waiting for is the kale and the mushrooms. Just that hearty soup that just feels good on a cold day. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. That kale is perfectly cooked. What a great way to get this into your diet, because I could eat bowls of this. And really and truly, even if you had 2 bowls of this, you're getting plenty of vegetables, you're getting very little of that meat. It's just mainly for flavoring, so it's a fantastic soup for any day, even a warm day. Love it. I like the background with some black pepper. You can really taste that black pepper, and the aroma's burning. It really added a nice flavor profile to this soup, and I certainly appreciate all the shout outs that Tango Joe has given me and Tango Spice Company. And so go visit his channel, tell him I sent you, and thanks, Joe. It's a delicious, delicious rub and seasoning blend. So that being said, I'll leave the link for his channel in the description box below, as well as my Wild Tree website, my Facebook page, my address is down there. You guys can drop me a line if you like, and I can't wait to see you next time. If you're wanting to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You'll get notified as soon as I upload. Alright.